What's up, people? Um, this is an interesting video. I would have to say because I get to speak on something that I never really hear about, but I've experienced, and so I'm always excited to present something like that. Because it's kind of hard to package it, but I'm gonna do my best. Now, when we talk about manifesting, first some of the first things that come to mind is journaling and meditation, focusing on what you really want, living as if, you know and but our paradigms constantly fight at these notions that we could have whatever we envision, or whatever we dream about, whatever we write about, whatever, or the things that we try to portray. And I'm not saying that none of these things work, but I'm just kind of speaking on what's being presented to us, and the issues that come with that. Now, here's an interesting thing, and again, I'm packaging it up on the fly, but if you will bear with me, I'm telling you that there is something powerful in this, and I've kind of spoken on it before, but never really in detail. And the reason why I wanted to do this video now is because I actually witnessed it yesterday, not with me, but with my child's mother. All right, so I remember when I found out that she was pregnant. You know, coincidentally, that she was pregnant. It was years ago, 2017 or so. I think, yeah, 2017, and I was going through a depressive state because I had no money, I had no job, and I had an interview, but I had no way to get there, and I was really upset, and I was, just really upset, and I was drinking a lot, which brought about the way that I felt. And I was really manic, and I was just like, but something magical happened that night. I cried about what I wanted, because I was crying, and I was like, man, I really want an apprenticeship, because that's what the job interview was for. It's for an apprenticeship. I was like, man, I really want an apprenticeship, you know. And within 2 weeks, that's exactly what I had. And I was like introduced to this world where, there was this like a job center. I never knew that a job center was the thing. I never knew that people got paid to help you get jobs. Uh, and I never even thought to even go look for apprenticeships, but I cried about it, and it was kind of placed, in my lap. Just like this job center will offer you a lot of apprenticeships or whatever. Uh, my aunt gave it to me. I don't think I remember her telling me that they offer apprenticeships or anything like that. But when I went to the job center, I told them specifically what I wanted, and within a few weeks, I was lined up to take tests for apprenticeships, and I ended up getting one. Getting into the construction field and things like that. So, before I get to like the next story or whatever, basically, when you're crying, when you're breaking down, and all these things, what typically comes to mind? All the negative things, all the things that you hate. So when you crying, you're really upset, you're like, oh, nobody loves me, the world is out to get me, nothing ever goes my way. And in that moment, you are perpetuating the negative. You know what I'm saying? So don't be surprised if more of that happens, or if you get more and more reason to feel that way. But here's the genius, and this is the reason why it's kind of hard to like package it as something that you can do right now, because it's kind of insane. But if ever you find yourself in a moment where you really want to, when you're breaking down, when you're upset, when you're crying, when you're lashing out, if you can, direct your focus towards what you would rather have in that moment. And because when you break down things like that, it's already a release in itself, but I'm telling you, there is some great manifesting energy there. All right. And so maybe I need to further my research after this, but it is something that I've experienced in my own life. and with my child's mother. So like yesterday, she called me, and she wants to get out of this job, and we've been kind of uh, coming up with a plan so she can work from home. She want to work from home, and spend more time with the kids and all these things. And and by the way, if you guys are interested in working from home, you wouldn't be necessarily working for yourself, but you would be an independent contractor. So and you need an LLC for this. But look up some companies like Arise, and also go to Google and type in companies like Arise. But this particular company is called Live Ops. Okay, it'll allow you to work from home. Kind of answering phones and things like that. Things you can do on the computer. So just if you want to look into that, Live Ops, Arise, and look up other companies that are like that. And yesterday, she was really upset, and she was just like, "Man, I really want to quit this job. I really want to, work from home. I want to put in my 2 weeks and all these things." And then yesterday is when she got the call from um, Live Ops. Was just like, "All right, it's time to start training in about 2 weeks." 2 weeks, yeah, it's 2 weeks. Time to start training. So you can work at home. She already bought the equipment in anticipation for it. Got a desk, with the dual monitors, computers, all those things. They got the chairs. So never waste sadness. Don't waste your sadness on things. If you can find a way to be honest in your sadness, and that's the thing, when we get sad, we kind of blow things out of proportion. But if you can find ways to be honest in your sadness, there's some great manifesting energy in these emotions. And because we've been often told that you gotta feel like you're $1,000,000. You gotta feel like you got that job you want. And I'm definitely inclined to agree. But when you are sad, that's a great time to put, that energy towards something because it's powerful. It's powerful energy. You mean to tell me that an energy that is capable of draining you throughout draining you, if you get exposed to it at the beginning of the day, and it's responsible for just taking damn near all your fight out of you. See, I don't really want to say take your energy away from you because energy isn't really something that can be taken away. But for conversation's sake, we will say that the energy will take, that you will be losing energy, but something that can take you out. You mean to tell me that something that's that powerful can't be used for other things? It's transmutation. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this type of energy you can also transmute. So when a lot of great artists tap into this, when they want to make powerful music, when they make these songs, Mary J. Blige, "I'm Going Down," you know what I'm saying? Type things. This powerful music that comes from a great deal of emotion is great for manifesting. All right, and if you are perpetually sad, it's a lot easier to tap into, as opposed to trying to, break this habit of thinking. Say, "Oh, no, I don't feel this way. I'm $1,000,000. Raising my vibration and my energy." And by the way, should you be aspiring to raise your vibration and your level of energy? Yes, of course. You know what I'm saying? You should definitely be doing that. But when you feel these heavy emotions, please sit with it. Don't try to fight it off. Sit with it, embrace it, and make that time to be honest. And that's and that's when it is good to pull out a journal and talk about how you feel. But when you talk about how you feel, never forget to talk about what you want out of all of this. That's very important. What you want is the key. That's the glue. That's the thing that just that ties everything together. No matter how you feel, what is it that you want? You know? And for everything else, then yeah, I would say live life as if. You know what I'm saying? Uh, that's it. Just tie it all together. All right. So if there's anything that you think I may have missed, go ahead and add that in the comments. If it's something that you want me to speak on, add that as well. I know because I didn't necessarily plan this video, I kind of breezed over things. I kind of skipped through. Maybe I missed some very hard hitting points, but you get it. You guys get it, man. Just don't let some good old sadness go to waste. Take care.